and this is Mountain Strong Mom. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 sensory activities that you can do with your child. Number 1, the Jello Dig. The Jello Dig is super popular, everyone's done it, but try to think of new ways you can do it. We've done it in cupcake tins, cake pans, bowls. There's so many different ways that you can house it as long as it fits in your fridge. And what you put in it is totally up to you, since I recommend cooling down the water with ice, like a cup of ice when you take it off the eye and, put it in your container. So plastic toys are great. You can use fruit. If you're using frozen fruit, thaw your fruit first, or it'll really water down the Jello. I did that. Not a good idea. Don't do it. Fruit snacks, any kind of toy, cookie cutters, there's a lot of options. So I really recommend thinking outside of the box with what you put in it, because it can be really entertaining to see them attempt to pull it out. So that's the Jello Dig. It's fabulous. I love it. We do it in the bathtub on top of a towel. The cleanup's the easiest and it seems to be the safest. There's no slipping around when she's playing and then when it gets everywhere. So, fabulous! Number 2, the ocean bath. Now the ocean bath was by far her most enjoyable activity that we've done so far. So I cooked up some pasta. It was a pasta that we didn't really like. It was like whole grain and a little gross. So it wasn't too big of a waste. And we put her in a plastic drawer in the bathtub. So we didn't have to fill up the entire tub and then try to strain it out at the end. It was easier to just pour it out of the drawer. And I put a little food dye in there, so it gave it some color. It was more seaweedy sea bath with her ocean animals. That can be a really good, if your child's having issues with pasta or a food version like that, playing with the food and not a high chair meal situation can be really helpful. So I'd recommend that if your child's having some pasta issues. It could be a fun activity to try. Number 3, finger painting. Finger painting in the bathtub. So first you want to dry out your bathtub. You can leave it wet, but it leads to more slipping and sliding, potentially falling. Personal choice. And then you use some baby cereal and water and food dye. It's like a half and half mix. So 2 tablespoons water, 2 tablespoons baby cereal, a little squirt of food coloring. So after we've done this a few times and it was a little bit watery, we could have used less water now that I think about it. But if you use a pinch of xanthan gum, it brings the color up. The color looks so much better than it normally does. It's insane. It gives it a little bit more thickness, so it's easier to smear on the walls and do all the fun things without it kind of dissolving away. She's really enjoyed this. We've been doing it for for months now. It's been really fantastic. So those are my 3 sensory activities that you can do with your child today, tomorrow, next Tuesday, whatever. I hope you enjoy them and you incorporate them. Have a nice day. Bye.